officially close, I would like to invite on stage finally Markus, the chairman of the Asteroid Foundation, for a few last words. If you want to stay, Dorian, of course, you're free to stay as you prefer. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Chloe, and it was great to have you here. First time, some of you first time. It's a good sign that we are able to attract people like you and that we can convene here on a sunny summer Saturday where many people would have other things to do, but no, you're here. Thank you. What we see is also, we will see you next year again, because what we are doing here actually, it creates a memory, it creates a community, and this community is meeting here every year, you know, and I see you, and I see you, and I see you. You have been here last year, you will be here next year. This community is existing, it is bonding, and it's growing. So we are, in all modesty, because we owe it to many other people, and many people who are here now, and many people who are online, we owe it to everybody, but we have created something of which we are proud, which is a powerful community that goes far beyond any borders and even beyond continents. And this community has a great future. And I'm saying this in a sense also that we are not dystopian people, you know. We have seen this here again in all discussions that we had, be it over dinner, on a corridor, or on a panel. We are not utopian people either, you know. We are people that are super confident on the data, the science, the facts, the experts they have. All this is founded. All this is based on talent engaging in science. All this is based on speaking up, presenting. I found this quite impressive to say, you know, somebody said, what was her name? She was sitting here. She said, sometimes you don't dare.
Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa said that, you know, and it touched me. As I said, well, yes, you can maybe learn here, and hopefully you learn that at university as well, that you can speak up and stand up for the research you did. You're young, we hear your voice, we want your voice. We think that young people studying it have something different to say from others, and that's why we want them all here, because we think we will move the needle only together. So we believe in this, and we have to also, you know, we kind of feel more and more confident and more convinced that we need this mission, because as we said before, and as we see all around us, you know, more and more people doubt facts, people doubt images they see, and they have to sometimes, you know, if you see what artificial intelligence is able to produce, who can tell us that this and this astronomer really shows us real pictures, you know? Who can tell us that this and this politician is telling us the right story? Maybe it goes even further beyond, you know, because there are politicians, and Patrick gave good examples also, who don't even care about any kind of, you know, fact, or, you know, just, you know, make it up. Hey, we are, you know. So we are going against that and holding up the flag of science-based communication, which knows that it's dealing with very complex things, which knows that actually there are things where we just don't know the answer. This is a good sign, because it opens another door for research and go ahead and find it out. If we don't use, you know, the cluster we have created in not only space science, but you saw also here, that was pretty impressive, that we are attracting like gravity-like, you know, other sciences, you know, the doctors here, the medicine panel, can't imagine. I was super impressed, because we had several conversations with these, how well informed they are and how close their thinking and their way of looking at things is to what we are used in the space community. So here's another learning, which is super important, and which also would be my message for anybody who is doing an education in space. This is not a tunnel view. This is not a closed community. This is not something where actually we just talk to ourselves all the time. We had this for decades in our industry and many others, you know. Now we are connecting all the things. If you don't look at space, at semiconductors, at medicine, at art, at everything you can imagine, at the same time, you don't capture what human intelligence is able to do. So we want to come here together, and that's why I think we will discuss in the next Asteroid Day in, next year and the years after, what is the next element that we want to reinforce, to get the maximum of human intelligence on something which to us is important for humankind, for not being pathetic, survival and so on. We are not dystopian. But we will integrate that and invite you, because you're part of this community now. Sorry, you don't get away with it so easily. You're here, you're part of it. Give us your ideas if you have. Drop us an email, give us a call. We need your feedback and your creativity and your intelligence. And so you designed the way, Doreen. You said, what we are going to do up to 2029. It's an excellent mandate for us. When you and Patrick Michel brought this to us, and we had heard about it, and we knew 2004 you discovered this thing, and now is the time really to give major support to in the ramp up to 2029. And I think if you Google a little bit or you chatbot a little bit, you will already find what we have to do, because it already starts that people just tell made up bullshit about what happens here. People will use it to tell us major stories about, oh my God, apocalypse and so on. So we have to start to communicate again on really what happens, what is the mission, what are scientists doing, and it has to start now, otherwise the wave will come from the other side, and we don't want that. So Asteroid Day has a great future. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you, Markus. Thank you very much. I actually want to take the opportunity to thank you as well, because, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Asteroid Foundation organizing each year this moment of sharing, because it's all about dialogue with you coming in, the audience, as well as the experts, and together trying to find a path forward with this immense challenge that we have upon us. So thank you again. Thank you as well to the City of Luxembourg for hosting us in this incredible location, to all the sponsors that believe in this mission, and most importantly to you for coming, for listening, and sharing your feedback, taking parts in the different questionnaires and quizzes that we've organized. And as Markus said, if you have any other feedback, feel free to write us an email. We'll be happy to listen to the suggestions you have for next year. And don't forget, I think that's what you say mostly, and what we've heard in the panel, it's all about critical mindset, scientific curiosity, and really this passion for sharing with a positive way of thinking. We're not dystopians, we're not utopians, but we are sure that we can find a way together. Thank you very much.
Okay.